Alright, what is up, guys? So I'm here with Mr. MKOHL40. Say hello, sir.
What is up, guys?
Okay, so today we are going to be doing a collab where we go over the top 10 plus bonus archetypes that actually need support. I'm sure a lot of you guys talk about them ice barriers and also them crystal beasts. You guys like, I want more support for this archetype. But the thing is there are so many archetypes that you guys probably never even knew existed. And there's only a few cards for them, and I think they actually need support.
Shout out to red gadget, yellow gadget, and green gadget.
Yeah, you got your brown, yellow, orange, rainbow gadgets. You guys got enough support, okay? My man Spiders, all right? They up here in the struggle over here, getting absolutely stomped on by people. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's talk a little bit about Spiders first off, because yeah, you guys talk about crystal beasts support. You guys never even heard of Spiders. Like, where are my Spider supporters out there? But anyways, the Spider archetype is pretty interesting. It's all about changing things to a certain position, whether when they die or when certain things happen, they move things on the field. And they just don't get any support. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And they're not very good. Actually, you know what? Everything in here is pretty much not good. Are you going to disagree with me that?
I agree with you that they're bad, but
there's a few cards that are okay in certain decks, but you can't make a deck that's around, like, you know, spiders. Like, you can't make a pure spider deck. Maybe you throw in some Zodiacs and then
doesn't Verdant Sanctuary exist for this? When a face-up insect type monster is destroyed into the graveyard, its controller can add one insect monster of the same level of destroyed monster from their deck to their hand.
If I could spell Sanctuary, I don't know how to spell.
Yeah, it's like one good support card that's kind of for spiders, but as you were saying, like, they all rely on going to defense mode. So if you give them a boss monster that's like, if you destroy two face-down defense mode monsters this turn, special summon this guy from your hand or something like that.
Yo, hand isn't even good. We need special summon from the decks and then go straight into an Exceed, and then you should be able to throw it on top.
So what you're telling me is they need to have a boss monster that says, if you destroy two defense mode monsters, special summon this thing from the deck.
Yes, and it also needs to special summon some more monsters. Also needs the effect to be able to negate anything. I mean, let's be real here. Like, it needs at least, like, either negate everything, or your opponent can't special summon, or your opponent can't, like, do one thing. Like, you could negate one thing per turn or something.
To be fair, if you could have a boss monster that literally can be summoned by destroying 3 defense mode monsters in a turn, I think that's rulable. I'll give them that. But if
okay, destroying 3 defense position monsters, what are you gonna do? Activate Windstorm of Atakwa, then Dark Hole your opponent?
Swords of Concealing Light. But here's the thing, though: if you want to make a boss monster that says it can destroy and negate everything,
no, like a once per turn negate, like a once per turn, or detach or something. Not like negate everything. I'm not okay.
They can make it a super big Infernoid.
Like attribute itself, or maybe like attribute a spider monster to negate, you know, something, or discard one. Yeah. Like spiders, they need something that like revolves around. When you move something to defense mode, you get to do something else, like maybe a hand trap. But they need a boss monster. Like there is actually like a spider card. It doesn't really work in the archetype, but I thought that this one was pretty scary over here. Camuto over here. I mean, 700 attack. Pretty beast. There is Mother Spider, but if you only have insect monsters in your graveyard, you can send 2 face-up defensive monsters your opponent controls the graveyard, and you get to special summon this card from your hand. This is pretty decent, but at the end of the day, you can only have insects in your graveyard. That means pretty much you're not going to be exceeding or synchroing to anything that's like really meta. And then on top of that, it only has 2,300 attack. Like, that's not good in this day and age, but it was a step in the right direction for sure.
But isn't Kumamunga the spider?
I mean, he is the boss spider. I mean, do you see those legs? Like, I think that should be the boss. They need to make Mega Camuto, Camutoko. Just take out the rest of it and just have the first 3 letters and name. Yeah, just the first 3 letters, Mega in front of it, and then the first 3 letters, and then we got our boss monster boys. But yeah, spiders. Shout outs to them. They need some love. But the next one is one of my favorites, and it's not good, but I thought that they were cool. I like their poses, and they're going to be like, wow, you're gay, you like looking at the guy's ass. Like, dude, I just think that they're really cool, all right? They're just like these guys on these paper airplanes. I don't know what to call them. I know that there's a red guy, but I didn't know what the heck his name was. We couldn't find him. He's locked up like Stratos.
And Soitsu.
Yeah, the Oitsu, I'm going to call it the Oitsu archetype, but basically they're unions, and they got the vanilla one doesn't really do anything. Apparently totally unreliable. He wonders if he has incredible potential. And I feel like this is an archetype that needs way more support. Is it in Fossil Dig? Fossil Dig, you actually see them, so they are in a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, this archetype is spread in a lot of dinosaur stuffs, as well as just a lot of other cards have them in artworks. But they just really need more support. They're really cool looking. But
so they could have just created a link to the dinosaurs with these things, right?
Well, they are unions, so I was thinking that maybe like they could equip somehow to the dinosaurs. That'd be pretty cool. But it only lets you equip to a Soitsu.
Oh, I found your other guy.
You found the red boy?
No, I found the blue one, Koitsu.
All right, I got the blue one, but there's a red guy. I don't really know his effect. It doesn't have an. It doesn't have an. Okay, we finding stuff in this video. Okay, yeah, but he's a vanilla. He's irrelevant. He's a level
5 100.
He's level. Okay, this is why they're not good, boys. It's a level 5 100 monster. I'm a main deck 3 of those to be meta, but like these guys aren't good. All right, let's be honest here. I would really like to see them be really good though. Like I was thinking that if you combined all of them, they would make like the Mechazord Oitsu. Like that would be pretty cool. Like if you control like you could even make an Exodia. I mean, if you got one of each on board, do you think if you won the game,
they could literally do something like they did with like the big ship for the desk bots and be like the giant paper plane.
Yeah, because they all do have like these little paper planes. But
it wouldn't be bad to have a field spell that discard one, recruit for one, and if all 4 in the graveyard, just banish them and summon the big guy.
Yeah, from the deck, like straight up. It needs to be good though. Like I don't want this support to be like halfway.
You could have it from the extra.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be cool. I just think that they need some support. I don't know what their idea was with them. Again, they were union monsters, but you could equip it and it would have the equip monster becomes 3,000, but like a 3,000 beater that has piercing. It's really mediocre at this point of the game. Like it needs some protection.
Considering the blue guy he's level 10 with 200 attack.
Yeah, I know. Like good luck, guys. Like I mean, but the next one up, one of the best. The best.
Oh God,
the perfectly ultimate great Moth. We have so many cards here. I had to separate some of them. But wait, is it perfect? What is the other Moth cards? What type of Moth? There's Petite Moth. You have to equip it with Cocoon of Evolution to upgrade to Great Moth, and then it has to be on there for like 4 turns, and then you gotta finally upgrade it with the perfectly ultimate Great Moth. And what does he do? Absolutely nothing. You spend that much time, Petite Moth, you equip it, you evolve it, and nothing happens. He doesn't even get that like hardened that Metapod got. Like it's just sad. Like he's a 1-star 300.
Doesn't he just die to Curse of Dragon in the show?
I usually watch Bible Black. That's my anime, but like I don't know anything about.
None of this work safe stuff. I got you, man.
Yeah. We have to keep this Minecraft kid friendly. But yeah, it's another great anime. If any of you kids want to check it out.
What would they want to do to give this thing some support? Because
support for Great Moth. Okay, first off, they need to speed it up. What was that card that they banned? Was it called Time Seal? Oh, we need to unban, but only if you control perfectly ultimate Great Moth.
Calm down here, because I remember watching paint dry in that match we played.
Okay, but on the for real side, even speeding this up wouldn't make it good. I think that what they need to do is they need to make Mega Perfectly Ultimate Great Super King Kong Moth, and when you summon it, you win the game. Like if
we have Pyroclock of Destiny, problem solved.
No, okay, but I want to give like actual support. Like all jokes aside, I feel like if they made like an upgrade to this where you have it on 8 turns, it wins you the game. At least give it like a win condition. You know, if he's so ultimate, what does he do though? Like that's the biggest disappointment.
I have to ask you a real question here, though.
Okay, a real question.
How is Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth going to have more attack points than the Kaiju version of him that's bigger?
Wait, the Kaiju... Wait, what?
Yeah, Gadarla, the Mystery Dust Kaiju, looks like Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth.
Wait, hold on. There's a Kaiju that... Okay, this is some new information.
Gadarla?
No, it is not the same card.
No, it looks like him.
Wait, I don't know. Okay, let's argue about this in the comment section below. Because I don't think that they're related at all. No, they're definitely not related. I mean,
wanted to dream.
Okay, I don't think that they're related at all. But next up, we got my my little raccoons over here. This was a deck that a lot of people messed around with. I mean, it shot out in a Tribute pretty fast. But the thing is that like okay, let's be honest. There's 2 actual raccoons. I know someone's gonna comment, and I already got you guys ready for the skeptics out there. Turtle Raccoon, he's not part of the up type. He's a cunning raccoon. but he is not part of the archetype.
It attacks with deception.
Oh, I mean, maybe he's attacking into the archetype by decepting us. But I still feel like the baby Raccoon Ponpoko, that and baby Raccoon Tantan is pretty much the only combo that you have, and you have a pretty decent Exceed card, but that was it. They gave him 2 cards, and again, this one doesn't count, guys. Turtle, okay, even if we count Turtle Raccoon, they've got 4 monsters total. That's not enough. They really need some support.
What about Magispector Raccoon?
Magispector, that doesn't even count. Do you feel like it counts?
Well, no, Bambuku doesn't count.
I feel like he's part of the Magispectors.
The thing was, this archetype was very competitive for its time.
Yeah, it was cool, and I think it was cool. That's also another thing. Like, it was something different. Like, you had these tokens that would get really strong. That was new. And I felt like that was something that we hadn't really seen, as far as I know, in a while, that we got like a token deck kind of a thing.
There's definitely room for improvement here, because having one more little baby, like a different named one or something, like summon more of them, not being a flip effect tribute itself like a lone fire, would be excellent support for the deck.
A tribute, then you could like flip it face down or something like that.
Or you could even have it, you can Exceeds on top of this and bring out Ronin Raccoon.
Yeah, I just think that like this archetype could have been explored a little bit more, and I think a lot of you guys liked this, and it was budget too, so I think a lot of people played it.
Oh, the deck was very budget friendly.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap too. All right, but next up, I want to talk about them Butterfree over here. The Butterspy deck, it was supposed to be like this rank 4 spam deck. The only Butterfly that really saw play was Papillier Operative, which was the one where I'm sure a lot of you guys replaced it when you got your Black Ship of Corns, but the Butterfly archetype, this was like their good monster. I know that there's Night one, but like that required 3 monsters. Ain't nobody gonna make that.
There's Moonlit too. Moonlit.
Oh yeah. There's like, what, we got 4 or 5 monsters in total. I mean, this one doesn't really count.
What, 3 Exceeds?
Oh, well, I have... Wait, is there more than... Okay,
there's Night Papilla Operative.
Okay, there's Photon... Okay, is there another one?
I got 2. The Butterspy guy. No, there's Photon... Photon Alexander Queen.
Okay.
No, Photon Alexander Queen requires 2 Butterspies. What?
Yeah, but that's... Okay, I put this one over here because I was like, this one doesn't even count. The only one that actually saw play was the Papillary Operative. But the thing is, like, the other one, I'm pretty sure Shockmaster was legal at this time when these were out. So, like, why would you want to use 3 monsters to not make Shockmaster? So, like, and on top of that, like, they weren't very good. I like the idea that they can flip things face up. It pretty much was this card over here. They were a rank 4 spam deck that didn't ever take flight. Like, let's be honest here. Their wings just too weak.
So what do we got to give them to make them good?
They need a spellbook of the Photon Butterspies. That's what they need. They need to be able to search out.
What are those books called that like people would like stamp the butterflies in? Something like
books?
that. I don't know. Like some old hobbies that old people have.
Oh, like they collect the dead butterflies?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like a book of dead butterflies. I feel like that's too dark for Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, remember, this is a friendly.
I get this as kid friendly, but the hobbies of the old people, man.
I mean, I feel like I don't really know what to give the archetype. Let's leave it up for the viewers on this one, because I feel like
they need a lot.
Yeah, I don't even know what they want the deck to do. I mean, you get to target a face-up monster opponent controls, it loses attack equal to the battle damage. It's just like too weak. Like, I don't really know what the archetype wanted to do. I think that they wanted to change like the attack of certain things, but like unless you're making something have like 0 attack, like it's not really that viable.
No,
but
not at all.
What's interesting is they're warriors. I just actually noticed that. That's
reinforcement of the army.
Oh yeah. But even if you gave him like some search power, I just feel like this deck is still undetermined on what it wants to do. Like, what do you think they should do? I feel like they should... Attacking directly could be a thing, because, like, you know, they're flying, they can attack.
You're going to have to give them, like, Monarch support. Like, you're going to have to probably eliminate all the old stuff and just give them all...
Yeah, just need to be upgraded butterflies. And also, like, give them less clothing, like the treatment with some of the Harpy cards. That would also be good.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Yes, that's what I would like to see. Alright, next up, the Dustins. Alright, I know they have a decent amount of cards, and there was this card called Stardust, and I didn't even know this card was a thing. But, like, when the Dustins first came out, they had, like, I think, wasn't it House Dustin, right? House Dustin was, like, the only card that came out in that set, right?
I think I saw somebody get like 20th place at a regional with this deck once.
Okay, it was that. Okay, never mind. But the thing is that like this deck, it really could use extra support.
Where's my pink Dustin at?
pink. We need like rainbow Dustin. Like they just need like way more cards. Like there's total of 10 cards. One of them's a vanilla, but at the same time, I feel like this archetype could be a lot more explored. And you know, you special summon equal of them to opponent's side, and then you could Goblin King. You can one shot OTK them. But for the most part, I just don't think it's that viable. Did you think it was like that viable? Like it was a cheese OTK.
It wasn't. It was just cheese. Like as you said.
But I just feel like they couldn't really do too much. I guess they can give it like an exceed. I think that would be cool. Like if you control like these two colors, this happens. If you control like, you know, red and blue as material,
you can at least rescue rabbit out the white one to make the exceed.
Yeah, I mean, to get them out is not that like hard because, you know, you just have the house and then you can special summon equal ones on both sides of the board. Maybe you could use your opponents. That would be another cool thing that they could add if they wanted to give it more support as well. But that could definitely be a great addition to the Dustin archetype. Something where something from the extract, and I think depending on what colors you would have different effects. I think that'd be cool. But the next one up that I want to talk about, it only has 2 cards, but they are very related in their artwork, and that's the Pump King and Pump Princess. This archetype was all about reducing or increasing the attack and defense. Well, this one increases itself. This one reduces your opponent's stuff, but they never really explored this archetype. I feel like more support that would be a little bit faster because during each player's standby phase, you need to place a pumpkin counter on it, and like counters that need to rack up in this game just are not viable. If you need them for like 3 to 4 turns, it's not very like strong unless you're playing like, you know, like Tag Force on the PSP or something where your opponent is an AI and they're going to give you 10 turns, because realistically trying to survive for that long it wouldn't be too viable in the game. But what do you think
interesting. It's interesting to take note that the Pump King does require Castle of Dark Illusions and Pump Queen or Pump Princess. Like there's no Queen. And they can give it like a jester. They can give it like the whole like the ace. Like I don't know. I think that would be cool if they gave it all of it and like turned into a thing of deck or a stack of deck or whatever.
Yeah, but also I don't feel like the whole like placing counters or as long as this remains, like it's just gonna take too long to be able to make it viable. Like obviously the King of Ghosts is really old. This one's like kind of outdated. At least this one kind of works. I remember playing this in a deck a long time ago. It was more so for funsies. But the thing is that the counters just aren't strong enough. I think that you need to be able to like use your opponent's monsters as synchro material or fusion material, kind of like how the new Predator plants work. That's just a much better version of counters, because reducing something by 100, not too viable. Maybe if it was reducing it by 500 per turn, that could be something where your opponent has to react to it relatively fast, because in 3 turns it becomes very strong, or even 2 turns, you know, reducing it by even 1,000 on all of your opponent's monsters, it could be kind of good, and then it becomes a threat. But yeah, those are some of the archetypes that we went over. I know we didn't go over the top 10, but that's because this is a collab video, and we got so much more to talk about with MKOHL40. So if you guys want to check out part 2, we got so many other archetypes that definitely need more support. Check it out. I'll link it down below.
Come on over.
Thanks for watching part 1, guys. Check out part 2. Link down below. But thanks for watching part 1, guys. But definitely check out part 2 over on his channel. Link down below.
All right. Buckle up, kids.